Leo and Noah were born as twins, but their personalities were very different. Their parents were beggars and used to roam the streets and neighborhoods asking for money for their livelihood. Along with their siblings, Leo and Noah were also forced to beg on the streets. Leo didn't like begging at all. Whenever he saw children sitting in cars, he would wonder, God made all humans the same. So why can't we have nice cars, houses, and food like them? At a very young age, Leo realized that if he worked hard, he could achieve all these things. He didn't want to beg, so every day he would go out to look for work, but his parents would beat him and tell him to keep begging. Even though he was beaten, Leo made up his mind that he would work hard and get out of this life. One day, near the railway station, Leo saw a cobbler polishing shoes for $2. Leo went to him and asked if he could learn this work. The cobbler told him,
What is there to learn in this? Go away and beg instead.
but Leo insisted so much that the cobbler finally agreed, on the condition that Leo wouldn't ask for any money. Leo would sit and watch the cobbler repair and polish shoes. One day, his father saw him sitting there and started beating him again. But no matter how much he was beaten, Leo would come back and sit with the cobbler the next day. Noah tried to convince Leo. Why do you sit here and get beaten up? Begging is better than doing this cobbler's job. Leo replied,
The $1 I earn through hard work gives me more respect and happiness than begging ever will. I want to live this life and become a great person, Noah.
Noah laughed loudly, saying, My God, you think you'll become a great person by polishing shoes? Leo didn't listen to anyone and continued his work with dedication. He moved to the other side of the railway station and told the cobbler,
From today, you will serve the people on that side, and I will work on this side.
Leo not only started polishing shoes, but he also began repairing them. As he was working at a very young age, people would often give him extra money for his hard work. But Leo always took only what his work deserved. One day, an old man noticed Leo's dedication and honesty, and he offered him a job. He said,
I have an old shoe shop, but due to poor health, I can't manage that properly. If you can polish and repair the shoes, I'll pay you a good monthly salary.
Leo happily agreed and worked at the shop with all his heart. With time, he became more skilled. He started making new shoes and displaying them in the shop, and people loved his shoes. They started to sell out quickly. One day, Noah saw Leo working at the shop, wearing nice clothes and being respected by people. Noah became jealous. He met Leo and said,
Look at where you are today, and I am still a beggar.
Leo explained,
If you stop begging and do hard work, you can also leave this shameful life and live with respect.
Noah pretended to agree, but he had other plans. That night, he mixed something into Leo's dinner to make him unconscious and planted a cigarette with drugs in his shirt pocket. Then he set fire to the shop. People saved Leo from the fire, but all the nearby shops were burned as well. When they found the cigarette in his pocket, they blamed him for starting the fire in a drugged condition. Even though no one listened to Leo because he seemed intoxicated, but people also didn't hand him over to the police because of his good reputation. However, he was kicked out of the shoe market. When Leo regained consciousness, he understood that Noah make it happen. After that, he made up his mind to work even harder and restore his dignity. Leo set up a small shoe stall where he went door to door buying old shoes, repairing them, and selling them as new. His shoes were so good that people who bought them once would return to buy more. Eventually, Leo saved enough to open a small shoe shop. His shoes became very popular and his little brand grew into a big one. Through hard work and dedication, Leo made himself a respected and a successful person.